Woman, I was seduced, used by Volusia Drug Court Deputy. Brooke Whitford, now off drugs and employed, says she was taken advantage of by a Volusia County Court deputy when she was addicted and ordered to drug court 6 years ago. The memories still haunt her. An officer of the expletive law seduced me knowing that I needed help, a sobbing Whitford said in a telephone interview last week. Instead of helping me, he made me do sex, and gave me money making me think that he was helping, but he just used me. That officer, former Volusia County Sheriff's Deputy Brian Scott Barnett, 50, had sex with Whitford and multiple women ordered by the court to seek help and treatment from local drug court programs, investigators said. Barnett and another deputy lost their jobs after an investigation into what women in jail came to call 13-stepping, or taking advantage of substance abusers sexually when they're early in recovery. Volusia County Sheriff Mike Chitwood said the cases have sparked a review of how his agency staffs courthouses. Barnett gave Whitford money and a cell phone in exchange for sex, a Volusia County Sheriff's Office Internal Affairs report shows. Barnett was a Volusia County Sheriff's deputy for 21 years, working patrol in the agency's District 3 for 2 years before transferring to work as a court deputy. He resigned in December 2016 as Florida Department of Law Enforcement took over the investigation into how the two deputies were treating some women ordered to attend drug court. The other court deputy, Jay Haymans, 47, was fired July 25 for having inappropriate contact with women in drug court. He worked with the sheriff's office for 13 years, the first 3 years as a patrol deputy in District 5, then as a court deputy since 2011. Whitford said this week that although Barnett and Haymans were discovered, other women have said the practice of offering money, gifts, and favors for sex has been something that's been going on for a long time and that other deputies are involved. When officers are known in jail to be having sex with women they give money to, there's got to be something wrong, Whitford said. He, Barnett, should be arrested and put in jail, but I know that is not going to happen. Whitford said she hopes the sheriff's office overhauls the court services division so that the exploitation of vulnerable women stops. I just feel bad for all the other women who went through this trauma with me, Whitford said. I hope somebody fixes it. I don't want other women to go through what I went through. Captain Eric Dietrich has overseen court services since being assigned there earlier this year. He took over for Captain Eric Westfall, who ran the unit since 2014, through the end of Sheriff Ben Johnson's administration and into Chitwood's term. Before Westfall, Captain Joe McDonald oversaw court services. Dietrich and Westfall were not made available by the sheriff's office to answer questions for this story. Westfall now oversees District 6 deputies in Southwest Volusia. McDonald is retired and attempts to reach him last week were unsuccessful. Barnett and Haymans were recommended for the job as court security officers, said Chitwood, who took over as Volusia County Sheriff at the beginning of the year. My understanding is that they didn't get there without somebody, without the approval of their supervisors, Chitwood said. The sheriff's office and court spokeswoman Ludmila Lelis clarified on Wednesday that Barnett and Haymans were not bailiffs but court security officers. Not all deputy sheriffs assigned to courthouse duties are bailiffs. Bailiff is more of a job duty and refers to individuals who provide security and other related duties to judges when they are conducting court proceedings, Lelis said. However, Internal Affairs investigators said that both Barnett and Haymans were in drug court sessions where judges and the women shared personal information, which the former deputies used to make contact with the women. Court deputies get the job by applying for a transfer, as is the case for deputies who request a move to other units such as investigations, motorcycle, or canine deputies. Others are assigned to courthouses out of necessity, Chitwood said. If they become liabilities in the street, like bad drivers, I send them to work at the court, Chitwood said. I have also placed deputies involved in shootings to work court security until their cases are resolved. Lelis said judges also are involved in decisions about which deputies work in their courtrooms. A judge can request a sheriff's deputy for his or her bailiff. Historically, the sheriff's office has acceded to judges' wishes when selecting deputies to serve as bailiffs, LEOAFFAIRS said. In a courtroom, there is usually more than one deputy working, but these other deputy sheriffs aren't necessarily assigned to that judge or any particular programs, LEOAFFAIRS said. Chitwood said some hard-working deputies develop a good reputation as court deputies. It's not surprising then that a judge would ask specifically for a deputy to work in his courtroom. If you are in the courts for a while, you get to build up a good reputation and judges get to know you and request you, Chitwood said. Multiple women ordered to take part in the drug court programs told investigators that Barnett and Haymans offered them money, gifts, and favors in exchange for sex, reports state. Chitwood said the men engaged in a culture of taking advantage of vulnerable women at their all-time low emotionally and mentally, and when they're looking for help in drug court programs. Whitford agreed, and money was the primary enticement, she said. He, the deputy, knows you don't have money and he asks you to come to his house to have sex and he gives you money or things, Whitford said. He makes you feel like he is helping you, but in reality he's exploiting you. Though they are no longer deputies, contact information for Barnett and Haymans is by law shielded from public records. They could not be reached for this story. The state attorney's office said that the Volusia County Sheriff's Office has submitted reports of Haymans to South Florida authorities. Volusia Sheriff's Internal Affairs reports how that Haymans was being looked at by Broward County child exploitation investigators. Barnett gave up his law enforcement certification when he resigned. Haymans' law enforcement status in unclear. Chitwood said he is already working on a possible change in court services. He will start mixing deputies with private security workers from the contracted company GS4 and rotate them more often so they don't befriend women. Since these incidents have occurred, we've had discussions with the staff. Maybe we need to put these GS4 folks, mix them in the mix here with the drug court and see what we can get out of it, Chitwood said. Obviously we are going to do a better job of screening our deputies, do a better job on staying on top of who we assign there. The FDLE forwarded an investigative summary on Barnett's case to the state attorney's office, but in March, prosecutors decided not to file criminal charges. Prosecutors said that while most of the sexual acts involved the exchange of money or other things of value, there was no open discussion of exchanging money for sex, but rather, it was implied and the money payout occurred after the sexual acts. It is the conclusion of the prosecutor that there is insufficient evidence to file charges of either solicitation of prostitution or unlawful compensation or reward for officials' behavior, Assistant State Attorney Joseph Ladon wrote in a memorandum to his superiors. Whitford said she was disappointed to learn that no charges were being filed against Barnett. Whitford, who was arrested several times in Volusia during her struggles with drugs, said she first met Barnett in 2011 when he took her to and from the courthouse to the jail. She was 20 years old at the time. Although she is now sober, Whitford said she has not overcome the trauma. When you get in a relationship you don't know how to trust or how far your relationship is going to go, Whitford said. In your sexual life, the flashbacks just keep coming back.
Need a car? Don't forget to stop by carmarshal.com where you can scout through over 100,000 new and used car vehicles. Take a look around. Get you a new affordable car. carmarshal.com.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts. 4 hours a day, and to save America. You know, but at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So, but getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal. And there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So, yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know, we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself. 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know too, now we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not, they're just not. So anyways, if you can give more than that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now, where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran on, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran on no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But, and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's way, what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it. But it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, you know, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know that $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.